So that girl that did that slipped that weird ass word, she was on the Breakfast Club.
She said, remember, she said, oh, fart
something
ninja.
So I just let her.
Remember?
Yeah.
In her old
term fart digger and fart knocker. You used those terms before?
So fart knocker, yes, absolutely.
This can get awkward.
Fart digger. You know what? Again, do you have boys in here? Do you have boys?
Yeah,
okay.
I have 2 boys.
I have 1.
Okay, so boys talk about farts all the time. Okay, so and again, I can't swear on my show. Okay, so yes, I've made up these crazy words.
If you said fart digger, the amount of times that you said, I just feel like you should have released that 1,000,001 times because it just seems like it's something that you've said before because it just came out so
And
natural.
fart digger sound like you playing at apples all day. Why?
Yeah, that's a little nasty.
That's another conversation.
No. And
Why
again,
would you just be digging in random
Crazy.
I don't have a rhyme or reason of the words that I make up. Like I say nonsense
There is
stuff all
no
the time.
positive going
and
on
again,
that show.
like even when, I edit my shows,
black
right?
people?
And I'll be editing my shows, and I'll be like,
Just be like, fucked up.
just finish what the you're saying, because I go off on like this and that, and I'm off the cuff. I'm not scripted.
So were
Like,
you trying
yeah.
to say something else in that moment?
Absolutely.
Because you say fart digger and fart knocker.
I
that
say all
together.
that.
I apologize to black people.
I do. I did, and I do. I apologize.
listen, the
I
camera's
did.
right there. Just-
Yes, I do. And to everyone out there, just Charlamagne, so you're aware, that is a word that I do not condone. So the people out there that do not use me as an example, right? That's where I've been coming out against people saying, hey, just because I said it, I made a mistake. I know I made a mistake. You watch that footage, even the edited bullshit. You know that I am like, So no, don't use me as your poster child for that.
And I don't want you to
and
think
don't,
that
yeah.
coming on the Breakfast Club is just going to rehabilitate your image.
Absolutely
with black
not.
people. In fact,
Are you
it might
serious?
increase the chances of you
No.
walking through the airport and somebody going, that's the fart lady.
Yeah, no, I mean you have a lot of people. And again, I didn't come on here to prove myself.
Now it says you use the term
God,
fart.
I wouldn't have went
I mean,
on there.
Charlamagne's not going to, also, he annoys me too, by the way, just so you know.
He's
that
getting
guy
tough.
annoys me.
He's getting tough.
I mean, it's like, all right, dude,
He's getting tough.
Everybody's got to put up appearances. It's a disaster. It's like, she said sorry. It's fucked up. I don't know.
That's
I
how
don't know,
he
it's a
built
weird thing to
himself, so,
say.
right?
But like her going on that, I would have been like, you got to just lay low and just get the fuck out of it.
Just lay low.
apologize.
And also, I think she said financially, what are you doing?
I mean, but you want to like,
do
you want to
you know
rehabilitate.
Charlamagne? He's not going to help you out.
No.
None of those people are your friends.
No, he's like, I watched Charlamagne go bad on what's that singer's name who's really great?
Billie Eilish?
No,
Guy or girl?
guy. Tattoos on his face.
Post Malone?
Kashi 6'9".
No, that fucking guy's. No.
Post Malone?
Yeah, Post Malone.
He went bad on Post Malone.
Oh, so bad.
Posty's great.
So bad. When nobody knew Post, and he's such a sweet guy. So it's like, shut up.
No, I used to like Charlamagne a lot more.
I don't care. I don't watch his show. I don't know him, but
I like him and Schultz together. Brilliant Idiots is good.
yeah,
but
sure.
This is just a nice, quick one. Remember, Ben Askren and Jorge Masvidal were very, very much big-time enemies. But then after the stuff that Ben went through, Jorge wanted to meet up with them. They ended up meeting up, and they found out that they have way more in common than not. And it's just a good story.
Jorge is the best. So is Ben.
Yeah.
They're both those
awesome.
guys are fucking great. They're both great.
And Ben's like
Jorge's so
gaining
cool,
weight
man.
too. It's kind of wild that this is him.
yeah, hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, man. But it's so cool.
All right, this one's silly, but I just wanted to show you guys. I don't know how much this is gonna play. So this woman, or this
There is a war amongst the Rogan sphere in which Brendan Schaub is kind of leading the charge. Now, it's a war on all sides. There's heroes and villains on all sides, like the beginning of Star Wars. Ugh. Bryan Callen kind of took the charge on this one because that chick went on the Breakfast Club, and I think Callen just wanted to trash Charlemagne. I don't even think Callen even remembered Charlemagne did a show with Andrew Schulz, but Schaub did, and we know from the Patreon Q&A that Schaub hates Schulz now because, according to Schaub, the last time he went on the Flagrant podcast, they were mean to him. And I remember that. They didn't even like put his name in the title. But he had like destroyed his career at that point. That was right around the time he had sued me. This dummy, Brendan Schaub, sued me and then went on a press tour to promote the Gringo Poppy. And I guarantee you, he put as a condition that nobody could ask him about that lawsuit. So he went on a bunch of podcasts in which he told them, yeah, we're talking about my special B, but we can't talk about the lawsuit and stuff. And I bet a bunch of the podcasts were like, that's why they treat it. Wasn't just flagrant. It was Logan Paul, too, on Impulsive. Same thing. Because the dude's a joke, but we found out recently Schaub is very upset at Schulz. Schaub went after Schulz, Bert Kreischer. He went after another guy. The only reason why I didn't make a video about it, I can't figure out who he was talking about. He went off on a guy, and it was one of the Rogan Sphere guys. And he said, I can't have the guy in my foxhole, a guy who refers to his wife as his partner. I didn't know who he was talking about. And I couldn't figure out who he was talking about. I was like, was he talking about Bert? Because it was right after Bert had gone on Club Shay Shay. And that's right around the time Schaub had first trashed Bert. So I didn't know if he was talking about Bert. I didn't think so, though. But who knows? Schaub is just gutting for everybody because he wants higher positioning, and so does Callen, amongst Daddy Rogan. Because there's now tiers amongst the Rogan Sphere comedians. There used to just be the Rogan Sphere guys, but then that circle expounded because a lot more grifters came in, to be honest with you. But now there's tiers, whereas Brendan Schaub and Bryan Callen were in tier 1, but then allegations and Schaub destroying his career, they've gone down to like tier 4. Now like Shane Gillis is tier 1 and Mark Normand. Like Louis J. Gomez and them, they're like tier 3. But Schaub and Callen have been reduced, and more Schaub than Callen, to fight companions. That's it. That's all they've been reduced to, when they used to be on all the time. So that's why they're leading the charge in this Rogan Sphere civil war, but going after the brilliant idiots. They so want a podcast or anything to generate some interest. I don't know if Schultz and Charlemagne would even waste their time responding back to these two. I don't know. I doubt it, but let me know your thoughts in the comments.